COP26, full of a few controversies that have been floating around this event, like say maybe the 400 private jets that have been flying in for the world leaders and business executives. I want to know what the locals think about this. So many people have flown in on private jets. So much hypocrisy right now. What are your thoughts? Isn't it crazy?
It's absolutely ridiculous, and honestly I think it could have just been done on Zoom, but everyone wants to make a big show and dance about how they're going to try and make a difference, but look at Biden and his 21 motorcades.
And what about, it's been like 3 decades of COPs and the earth is still getting warmer. When is action going to happen?
We have heard yesterday from one person into soil. We have 57 harvests to go, and then it's too late. That's very worrisome, but hopefully everyone realizes it's a red alert and we need to get the acts together.
Whilst I'm on the hunt for locals, I'm going to quickly throw you out a fact which is going to blow your mind. So, all those collective jets that have flown in to COP26, they pump out more CO2 than 1,600 Scots do in a year. As you can see behind me, we have just hit Extinction Rebellion making their protests. They're outside JP Morgan. I think there are going to be a lot of thoughts here. I think we should go talk to them.
They lie, they greenwash, they're criminals.
400 private jets flying into COP26. What is going on?
Well, it's just flying is tolerated everywhere, isn't it? It's the most carbon intensive thing you can do is fly, but it seems to be totally disregarded in America. I mean, America has got by far the biggest carbon footprint, and the UK, we're responsible for most of the carbon in the atmosphere, and yet we're lecturing these people about how much carbon they emit into the atmosphere.
It's just infuriating, and then once they get here, just talking about things they're going to do in 10 years, 6 years. You know, as a scientist, it's just maddening, particularly when people are claiming that they're acting on the science. And every day, every month we're delaying, we just increase the chance of meeting another tipping point where when we cross that, it doesn't matter what we do. We're just on a straight road to a climate crisis.
Okay, you are coming here for the climate, you are coming in private jets and like with a bunch of cars, so it doesn't make sense.
So what are you particularly focusing on in your practice, in your work?
Well, at the moment I'm an astrophysicist.
Okay.
But I'm thinking of moving into more of an environmental science. I just find it increasingly hard to be, looking up at the stars and just this planet is burning under my feet. It's what I've always wanted to do, but I just can't anymore.
This is not a drill. This is not about 2050. It's about what's happening right now. And if they actually want to be serious about stopping it getting worse right now, they could do it. Yeah, they could say no new fossil fuel exploration. We're not going to fund any more coal, right? No more oil, nothing. No more false solutions either. No more funding for rubbish biofuels, which are actually climate devastating. Yeah, they could say that, but they're not going to say that. That's why we, the people, need to step up, and we are stepping up.
And behind me, you can see the lengthiest queue for Nando's, all by police. Must be a busy day. Russia and China, 2 of the biggest polluting countries, and they aren't even here.
Oh no?
They're not even here.
We didn't know that one.
China's been doing really good leadership on renewable energy, but China is also continuing to build coal-fired power stations, which is completely unacceptable. And China's going to hit the buffers very, very hard unless they wise up on this.
What I'd like to happen is the world leaders to acknowledge that they haven't got a faintest clue how to tackle climate change, because they haven't, and to absolve power to people through citizens' assemblies. Because if we leave it to them, they're not going to do it. They've got a plan to go net zero by 2050 to keep us under 1.5 degrees. We're going to hit 1.5 degrees in the next 10 years. So what sort of a plan is that?
What do you think could have been done better? What do you think has just been like the worst thing about this that they could have just improved on?
Just making plans for this year or next year. Just make the plan. We're gonna stop deforestation next month. Why is it the next decade we're stopping deforestation? We're just still talking about things beyond the political lifetime of anyone here.
So what started today as an aim to speak to locals has turned into something way more. We've come across Extinction Rebellion, for example, who, well, yeah, they've got, vocal opinions and views about the situation, but shouldn't everybody right now? Maybe we do need to make a bit more of a song and dance about this whole situation. I feel so lucky to speak to so many incredible and different people who all hold different opinions and beliefs and views, because that is the beauty of humanity. Electroheads, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please make sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up down below, comment as well, we love to hear from you, and I will see you soon.